Bloody chickens. Right, let's see how we are here. Okay, we have audio and video. We're doing very well today, my friends. Very, very well. Right, let's set this up. Right, my friends, welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody is safe and well. My friends, we are going to be taking a look at a few random mods today. We're going to be looking at some work in progress mods. Some of these are from my game Steam. Most of them are actually. So basically, my game Steam is working on a number of mods at the moment. One of the mods that he's working on here, my friends, is a chicken coop. This is he has a title, something like a modern husbandry chicken coop, something like that. Basically, this is a kind of a work in progress at the moment. It is not finished. So we're just kind of, myself and my game Steam, we're going through this thing, and we're trying to optimize it and make sure that it's up to FS22 standards and that type of thing. Brian, how are you, sir? How are things? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that, sir. I hope you're doing well, Brian. Excuse me. So yeah, this is a chicken coop, right? So at the moment, this chicken coop holds 125 chickens. It has a spawn point for 12 pallets, right? So here's your spawn point here. So there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4, 8, 12. So there'll be like 3 rows, okay? Not doing too bad now, sir. Not doing too bad. As I said, we're just kind of working on this chicken coop here, trying to nail it down, get it, to look right, and that type of thing. So, for example, this is the base default Giants chicken coop, right? Now, if I add a snow mask, why did that not add a? Why didn't that add a snow mask? Oh, there we go. Right, there's a go. So there's your snow mask, okay? F12 is awesome, So you can actually see how high the snow is. See how high? Look how tall how high the snow is here, right? So basically, what Giants have done here, they've created an area here that the snow will not cover. It's like a clear area and that type of thing. So over here on this one, my friends, right? So this is where our spawn points are at the moment, right? So you can see the unload trigger here. Up here, then you can see where your pallets are, right? So as you can see here, look, it's moved the pallets. It's kind of a little bit, a little bit of a shaky, it's basically, this entire here, or this area here for the spawn of the pallets will need to be clear. This area down here will need to be clear as well, because if I get in the truck here and I try to, fill it up with, feed or whatever, because of the snow mask, it will not recognize it. You see that? So I'm getting no trigger here to, to empty out and that type of thing. So that will have to be, addressed. Now my game Steam is aware of this. He's working on it at the moment, but so we're going to need a cleared area for this part here, right? Now what I would do is I would only have the clear area in the designated kind of spawn area. I wouldn't have the clear area extending the full length here, So I would only have it where the actual kind of the spawn areas are here. Whereas up here, if you look at what Giants have done, they basically made the entire section here clear. But you can see why they did it, because these are all trigger points here, look. So it wouldn't make sense to have a small patch of snow in between these, these trigger points or anything like that, But we have a much larger area, so the trigger point only extends to about here, and then you have all this area here that can be filled in with snow. And then you have the bottom section here for the spawn point for the pallets. So that needs to be done. There needs to be a snow mask for the coops, because as you can see, my friends, there is no snow mask for the coops, whereas the buildings and that type of thing all have snow masks on them. So that has to be added as well. So how do I? Oh, there's remove snow. No, I just have to wait for this now to trigger again. There we go. Yay! So you can see what has happened here, look. See the way the pallet is floating now because of the snow. See that, look? So these pallets are basically screwed up now. Where is my info? Right, now it went back down. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use super strength here to move these out of the way. Because, I want them to kind of fresh spawn and do it properly. So we'll just remove these out of the way here. And they will eventually spawn again in that area. So yeah, 12 pallets. This sports. I have got Gaming Joy's mod where you can stack the pallets, stacked pallets mod. That's on the mod hub. So I have that installed and everything. So here's your trigger point here. If we drive back again, you can see it now. So you get the trigger here. Okay. Now I don't know how other mods are. I don't know how. Basically, I put a ground texture on this to kind of indicate, where you might tip and that type of thing, and have a little bit of a, dirt and that type of thing down here, But I don't know. I was thinking, maybe we should indicate, see these warning strips. I'm just wondering, maybe we should have some warning strips up here. I don't know if that's appropriate though. I mean, giants don't do it like that. So they have a spawn point here, look. There's your animal dialogue. And here is your tip area here, look. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna, we're gonna add anything on the ground or anything to kind of indicate where to tip. So this chicken coop has a number of tricks up its sleeve. Right, so if you walk up here, you will get an option here to close the gate, and there should be sounds associated with this. There's your feed in here, look. Alright. You have a door here at the side as well. Okay, so that you can... Now, there's another thing to add in here. You might notice that in modern chicken coops, they'll have like a red light bulb inside here. I don't know, to keep the chickens warm at nighttime. So basically, there's going to be a red light bulb inside this pen eventually, but it's not there at the moment. Anyways, you can open and close these side doors, and there's a sound associated with that. Bloody chickens. And you have another door here. Alright, so you've got 3 little doors here. This is a little object that I added to the map here. This is non-functional. There's some other little objects, like we have eggs on the ground, and we have these little feeder thingies, whatever they call these. These are all base game Giants assets. This is the the baseball from the dog, the dog pound. Now you can't move that either. That's a static object. You've got the feeders over here, right? So where your feed will. Oh, bloody lunatic chickens! God damn it! What else have we got? There's something else. Where's that bowl? Yeah. So this is the dog bowl, right? Now at the moment it's filled with feed, but my game team is going to be putting like a water plane in here. So it's just a few little random objects. right? Just to kind of in the pen area, just to kind of, you know, fill it out and give it a little bit of life and that type of thing. My games team is going to be doing some work on the ground area here. So this is just a kind of a default grass plane at the moment. So I added some kind of straw planes here. But I think what he's going to do is he's going to redo this entire area in here and make it a little bit more like patchy grass and type of thing, and more kind of you know, little you know, dirt and basically just make it a little bit more different, you know, than just your generic kind of grass, you know, textures, you know, just kind of spice it up, you know. So yeah, 125 chickens. I don't know if we're going to increase that number or not. I'm kind of happy with 125. I know some people would prefer if the count was higher, you know, that type of thing. But you know, for me personally, here's your spawn, your animal dialogue thing here. Look, all right, so you can sell them here. You have the gates here as well, which open and close. All right, bloody chickens are crazy today. What was wrong with them? Get out of here, chicken. Get. I need that scare animals mod. Isn't there a mod coming where you can scare the animals? That would be very, very helpful. So that is what we're working on at the moment in terms of the modern husbandry chicken coop. I think that's what it's called, anyways. You know. And yeah, it's coming along nicely. It shouldn't be too long more before it's done. So this chicken coop will be publicly available for, you know, for everyone to download and use and that type of thing. So that's what we're working on at the moment. What else do we have? Let me see here now. So there's some glass up here as well. I don't know if you can see that, but there's glass up here, and there's a textured pattern on it. It's kind of hard to see, but yeah, there's a textured glass up here as well. Another mod that my games team is working on at the moment, and this is a Patreon exclusive. So basically, my games team has a website, mods.mygamesteam.com. It obviously costs money to host a website. He's got over 300 mods, and he has a server to host said mods, you know. So when you go to his website, you're downloading the mods directly from his website, from his server. And that prevents, you know, any skullduggery or you know, any issues with, you know, third-party dodgy websites, that type of thing. If you download the mods from my games team's website directly, you can guarantee that, you know, they've been, you know, they're the real deal. You know, you're not going to get any viruses or whatever. So basically, he has a Patreon section, and he has Patreon exclusive mods. And what he does is he releases mods as part of, you know, the Patreon kind of bonuses, I guess, you know. So one of the mods that he has is a Patreon exclusive, and a bonus is the Fent Xylon here. So what I'm looking at here at the moment is version 1.1. It's a work in progress, a beta version. There's a lot of new things that have been added. It's now called the Fent Xylon Pack because it has a number of attachments to it. So, for example, the front loader attacher here is new, right? So this is basically a base game front loader, but it's been modified and kind of tuned to work with the Xylon, you know, that type of thing. So you know, people don't have to look for, you know, they don't have to decide or choose which front loader to work with the Xylon. You know, it's all kind of in the pack for you. There's been a number of updates to the mod so far. As I said, it's not finished or anything like that. Let me turn off super strength here. Okay. So yeah, it's work in progress. There's no interactive control has been added to it as well. There's more features and functionality in cab as well. So I'll go through the whole thing with you today, but just kind of take a look around at the mod. Some people mightn't have seen this mod before, you know, because it's you know, it is a Patreon exclusive. So we do have interactive control. So you can open and close the doors there. I don't know if there's any interactive control here on the back or anything. It doesn't appear to be. I don't see any X's or anything. You obviously have the side here as well. You have your front loader attacher, obviously. This is a base game bucket. Right, that doesn't come with the pack or anything. Just the front loader itself. If we get inside, let me go in cab. So yeah, a big push we're making towards interactive control. So this is kind of what it looks like inside here. You have your doors here. You have your mirrors up here as well. Alright, so mirrors in and out. You have this little, this is a little access hatch here, look. So what this is for the like to be able to view the front loader. So you can kind of see the bucket there, look. So there's a you know, the window is tinted up here, look. So you can, you know, it allows you to kind of, you know, to see the you know, the front loader bucket and that type of thing. It adds better visibility, I guess you could call it. So once again, my friends, let me explain this to you. With interactive control, the way the modder has it set up, every time you exit and come back in, interactive control switches off and you have to hit it again. I do not like that. I wish the modder wasn't, you know, it hasn't done it like that. That's the way it's done. So we have a roof here as well. You can open up the roof. Okay, you can see it from the top here. Alright. And you can put it back down. So yeah, I've added a number of new stuff up here as well in the latest kind of build. We have a air conditioning. So this is the AC unit. You can actually hear the AC sound. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Let me shut up for a second. There you go. So you can turn on and off the AC. Alright, that's kind of cool. I haven't heard that or seen that in a mod before. Has anyone seen AC in a mod before? You can turn on the wipers. You can turn on the radio. Now, I need to be very quick with this because it will activate the in-game radio, and that's copyrighted. Oh, that's the beacon lights. Is that the beacon lights? Oh, God damn it. That is the beacon lights. No, not the beacon lights? 1 second. Which button am I pressing? Oh, I have to start the engine first. Okay. Beacon lights. Turn on beacon lights. There we go. That's the beacon lights. Okay. Then we have this here, which is the radio. Okay. So it turns on the in-game radio here. Luckily, I have it muted. There's also a display here, look. So he's added that in it as well. You should have an IC command here for the the mirror. There it is. So that's the opposite side. So you can turn on the radio, turn on and off the beacon lights, the wipers, and then you have the AC as well. So you have engine start, and the key is animated. You can see all your displays here as well. Look, these are all kind of the old style LCD, you know, liquid crystal. This is for the hazards, I believe. Go outside of the cab. Yeah, there's your hazards. Okay. You've got your hazards left and right as well. So that should be working there, look. let's put the opposite one on as well. See that one is working. So yeah, all this stuff has to be kind of, you know, tested and everything to make sure it's all working, you know. What else do we have in here? Some of this stuff I'm actually seeing for the first time, you know, myself. We have the high beam lights on, so that turns on the lights on the outside. What else do we have? We have the back work lights. You can actually see it there as turning on and off. What else do we have? So the high beams. We have the work lights at the back. I think that's it. I may be missing something. Let's just take a look around here and see if I'm missing anything. We have the big window here at the back. That window doesn't open. No, that's a that's not a thing with this particular vehicle in the real world, at least as far as I'm aware. So yeah, we've got a number of IC features and functionalities in here. There are obviously other animations at work here as well. So see this thing here. See this part here, look. So I was talking to my games team about this today. I was thinking maybe we could add an animation to this. Now, I don't know what we would assign to it. You know what I mean? In terms of, you know, what it would do. But I think maybe we might add something like that. For example, we could animate, see the, oh god, what's this called? The handbrake? We could animate the handbrake. No, it would have no in-cab functionality in terms of, you know, it would be purely a role-playing, you know, a cosmetic thing, you know. But I do think there are, you know, there are other things that could be probably be animated here in terms of the interior. So the joystick there is animated, as you can see, you know. Your usual pedals and everything is animated as well, you know. So, you know, there are other elements in here. So that this lever here, there's another lever over here, there's one down here, you know. You have this kind of knob as well. So, you know, there is scope to add more, I guess, realism, you know, animations and that type of thing. So just take a quick look on the outside of the vehicle. So you can kind of see what it looks like. Okay. And then we'll eventually go into the shop and that type of thing. So you can see what we did there with the license plate for the Xylon. So this is a prefab from the mod hub. See this here, look. My games team modified it for the see the Xylon. So this is basically a normal map. So he modified the normal map to add kind of that Xylon kind of logo there. But yeah, originally this is a prefab from the mod hub. You can obviously you can. There's IC on the outside as well, so you can actually put in and out the mirrors on the outside as well. So yeah, we got a front PTO on this. It's got a unique suspension system. My games team has been doing some work on the suspension system. In version 1.0, in my opinion at least, the vehicle was very unstable. Very difficult to drive, even with nothing, you know, nothing attached to it, just, you know, without any, you know, implements or anything. It was very wibbly wobbly, and it would basically just flip over very easily, you know, that type of thing. But my games team has now you know, stiffened up the suspension, and it is a lot less easy now to flip this thing. We shall put it through its paces though. So there's only, you know, in my opinion at least, I know that in the real world these Fendt Xylons had a very unique front suspension system. um, and they were designed for kind of certain tasks, that type of thing. But in terms of a farming simulator and playability and a game, you know, in my opinion, I think stability is more important than realism, because you have to be able to use the tractor, and if you're turning and the bloody thing keeps on flipping over, that's not a good thing. You know what I mean? So in my opinion, I think it would be better to prioritize, just driving stability and good driving physics. It's still kind of wibbles and wobbles. There's still some movement in the body and that type of thing, but it's not as extreme as it was previously, and it is much more stable in terms of driving. So once again, all of this stuff is work in progress, not done, not finished. So we'll take off the front rudder attachment, and we'll take a look at the shop, I guess. Oh, the antenna up here is dynamic, so when you're driving around, this actually will move and that type of thing. Kevin, how are you, sir? How are things? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well, sir. So yeah, this is the Fendt Xylon. This is the turbo version. So there's different versions of the tractor in the pack. So we have the Fendt Xylon pack. Okay, it has a brand new icon that I made today. Comes with a large number of attachments. I have ideas for others, so we'll just kind of go through it, I guess. So yeah, this is the Fendt Xylon. It's a real world piece of equipment. It was manufactured from 1997 to 2003. You can Google this particular tractor. It was a it's a I guess it's a utility tractor in terms of, so the bed at the back here, basically in the real world you can add multiple different types of beds, and it was used in a lot of different areas. Like there's a lot of use for municipal work, for like cutting grass and on motorways and cutting hedges and that type of thing. It was used a lot for slurry work, spreaders, forestry work. There are dozens of pictures on the internet, and you'll see just multiple different tools that were put on the back of this thing. So for the purposes of the mod, my games team has kind of made some kind of, I guess, essential kind of attachments for it. So for example, this is a sprayer, right? This is a 24-meter sprayer, right? This is a bed option, right? So you can put bulk material into this, right? This is a front tank. It holds liquids, herbicide and fertilizer, that type of thing. And it'll work in conjunction with the rear sprayer, obviously. This is a manure spreader. So basically what you do is you get the bed here, right? Okay, you attach it, and then you will get this piece here, which is kind of the manure spreader section, and then you'll attach that to the bed, and you'll be able to spread poop. This is a fertilizer spreader, a solid fertilizer spreader. Same deal here. You attach it to the main bed. This is a slurry tank version, right? Okay, I'll demonstrate all this stuff, and then you have your front loader. So you have your Fendt Xylon here. So kind of the base version is the Xylon 520, which is a 110 horsepower. So she's manual plus power shift. 210 litres of diesel, no DEF because it was a little bit before DEF was introduced. 31 mph, well, about 30 mph basically. 6.7 tons, 15 mph working speed. That would be for the manure spreader and fertilizer spreader and that type of thing. So you have different engine setups, obviously. You have the 520. You have the 522, which is 125 horsepower. Excuse me. You have the 524, and there are object changes here. The decal changes on the side, look. So the 524 then will be 147 horses. Then we have kind of an we'll say unrealistic version, which is the turbo. Now there is a Fendt turbo in the real world, but it doesn't have 250 horsepower. So we've juiced up the horsepower. Just but there is actually a Xylon turbo in the real world. So yeah, this one is 250 horses. Wheel setups, you got standard, you got wheel weights, you got rear twins all round, and then you have narrow tires as well. That rim, see that grey rim on the inside? I'm going to have to talk with my game streamer about that again. I believe I said it to him before about these. I don't know if he can fix the color of the inner rims. I'll have a chat with him again to see if that's possible, but these rims are basically being loaded in by the game, by the the XML script, the wheels section of the XML. I don't know if it's possible to change the color of those to kind of match, but that's kind of how it is at the moment. But we'll have a conversation about that again, I guess. So yeah, and then we go back to standard. Not a huge amount of tire options, it's kind of it's pretty realistic to what the real world Xylon would have had, available. We have an extinguisher option here, so you can put an extinguisher on the outside here. The antenna, you can add the antenna. That antenna has an animation, so it wibbles and wobbles and moves around as you're driving. Speed sign, double-sided speed sign, so it's mirrored on the inside and the outside. We have the front loader attacher, so we have the stock version, which is basically a quick. We have the Hauer, and that's kind of it. So you have two versions of the front loader attacher here. GPS, now this doesn't have GPS, but because I have the GPS mod installed, it is showing up. And then you have your color options. So you can change the color to whatever you want, basically. So that's pink there, obviously. And then you have your rim colors. So it kind of gives you the idea, And then you have your license plates, obviously. All right. So that's kind of that. Now there are no options inside, but I can actually go in cab. So you can kind of get the idea of what it looks like, excuse me, inside. So that's kind of what it looks like. It looks like there are two lights in here. Or are they air conditioning? Actually, you know what? They're air conditioning. Yeah, they're not lights at all. They're air conditioning. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of what it looks like inside. It's it's got a it's an older kind of tractor from the late the late 90s, early 2000s. So obviously it isn't super duper modern and that type of thing. But and this tractor was designed for specific purposes and reasons. It wasn't designed to be a super modern tractor and that type of thing. So you have the sprayer here. So this is 1,200 liters, 1.5 tons, 24 meters, and 7 mph. Right? And you can change the color on this. So it changes the frame there on the back. You have the bed option. It holds pretty much everything, right? Or the sprayer is, the usual stuff, herbicide and fertilizer. Bulk for the trailer bed here. Right? You can change the color on that as well. All right. Let's just get this. We have the front tank here as well. All right. So another 1,200 liters. You can change the color on that, obviously. I don't know what I'm going to get. Just brown, I guess. So wibbly wobbly on the antenna there. So you will just hook up as you would expect, you know. Drive forward. The frame will disappear. So there's your front tank on this thing. You will fill up as you know, normal with whatever you want. So this is herbicide here. Okay. Now we'll put on the sprayer section as well, I guess. So obviously you have to go this way. My driving is a little bit dodgy. I'm sure you guys have seen me drive before. I'm not the best driver, but you know, we'll try and keep it together, as it were. So you can fill up the rear tank then as well. So this is fully precision farming, spot spray, and variable width. You know, all the usual stuff that you'd expect from, you know, yeah, giants and that type of thing. Give me 1 second there, guys, please. So yeah, unfold. Animation sounds with all of this, obviously. As I said, variable working with, you know, the usual stuff. I don't know if there's anything with I guess maybe we'll just put down weeds quickly using F12. Set the ground. Ground layer, we want none. Ground type, we want we're looking for weeds, I guess. That's not what I'm looking for. Hold on a second. Wait a second, hold on a second. Planted. Is that right? Planted? Weeds? No. I don't know which ones I'm gonna. Let's just go with the large ones. Okay. Okay. Hopefully this works. Should. Oh, the bloody weeds are yeah, it doesn't work with it doesn't work with the large weeds, does it? It has to be a different stage. God damn it. Weeds. Medium. Yeah, it should work with this, right? Does not work with this either. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Hold on a second. That is herbicide, isn't it? That is herbicide. Okay, I'm obviously doing something wrong here. Okay, let's see, can we find a field with weeds already on it? Growth, soil composition. That's not what we're looking for. So we need something with Field 79 has weeds in it. It's got, not sure what stage that has. Let's get on to field 79. I don't know why that's not working. I must have the ground state in the wrong state, I guess. So yeah, we are in December and it is obviously snowing. So yeah, the Xylon, it is much more stable now to drive, you know. Even if I fold this up, I think the driving physics are a lot better now. As I said previously, you know, version 1.0, you know, in my opinion, it was just too unstable to drive, you know. So 79 should have weeds on it. Is that right? No, I'm on the wrong bloody field, you idiot. Ah, god damn it, look at this, son of a bitch. Yeah, I'm getting stuck here for some reason. See that? See how I'm getting stuck in the tractor? Look at that, look. So there's something going on here in my game stream with the collision or something. Anytime I exit the vehicle, I am getting stuck. Let me see if I put in the boom arms here. Will that make a difference? Okay. Okay, now let me exit. Yeah, I'm getting stuck. So there, it looks like there's some kind of collision issue going on here, and I can't approach it either. Yeah, I'm getting stuck there. Yeah, there is definitely some kind of weird collision issue going on there with the when you're exiting the vehicle. Do we not have any bloody fields ready to rock and roll in terms of weeds? Field 51. What's the growths? God damn it, they're all done. Field 69. GG. Soil composition. That is nothing as well. There doesn't appear to be anything bloody ready. 59. That's bloody screwed. 39. Oh, they're all ready to bloody harvest. 94. God damn it. So there's nothing on the bloody map. So I don't know how I'm gonna test this bloody thing now. Let's move over to fertilizer, I think. And we can test out some of the other implements that come with this. I'm not quite sure why I cannot spray. I must have the ground not set properly or something. Excuse me. So kind of what she looks like in cab. .30 mph. We can unload. Right, it is saying not enough space to unload. Clearly there is. So there's something going on there as well. So I'm going to have to take a look at that and maybe take a screenshot from my game Steam. So that shouldn't be happening either. As I said, there's a collision here. Yeah, I'm getting stuck here. Right, we're going to have to take a look at those two issues. Let's see, can I unload this? So I can unload that one. Okay, that's the front tank. Can I unload the rear one? So it says not enough space. So there's something going on with the rear tank in my game Steam. It is not allowing me to empty it or unload it. Yeah, not enough space. Okay, that's another bug that needs to be looked at. Right, let's get another attacher. No, that's the wrong bloody mod. No, you idiot. Let's fill it up with fertilizer next. Turning radius on the front wheels, I think, could be better. The turning radius isn't, you know, it's okay, but I think maybe it might be a little bit better. So maybe we might take a look at that. Let's get some liquid fertilizer from the new brand that Giants introduced not too long ago, Helm. Now, surely to God, we have a field that needs spraying. All right, we've got field 32. So this should work. There we go. That's a little bit better. So yeah, there you go. That's the fertilizer. I haven't started, Tony. You can't miss a spot without even starting it. So yeah, you can see there the you know, it's the full width. So you have the variable spray width as well in this thing. Look, how does this bloody thing work? There you go. Look, so that's the one of the sections here. So 24, 18, 12 meters. Then it goes to 7, 2 meters. Okay, that's all right. 2 meters, and then back to 24. All right, so that's kind of that. So as I said, with the front and rear tank, the capacity for both would be, so we have 1,200 liters, 2,400 liters with the front and rear tank together. Okay. So this is actually based on a base game like mod. So like, you see the sprayer arms here, right? So these are, as far as I know, these are based on the Hardys. As far as I know, it's based on this, right? So the rear section here, right? Now the tank obviously is different, but the boom arms and that type of thing are based on the Hardy. And then he designed the this here, or the you know, like the tank section, that type of thing. Okay. So this is a manual gear shifting, so it's not automatic. So obviously the carter inside is you know, manually changing the gears. So there will be pauses between, you know, gear shifting. So this is your bed section here. Once again, my poor driving notwithstanding. I think we'll just, I don't know what, we'll fill it up with something. I don't know. Wheat. We could put wheat in this and deliver it to the chucks, I guess. So I believe, what's the capacity of this? It is so yeah, it's 2,500 liters. Okay. You have your beacon, you have your flashers, you have your lights. So you got 3 stages of lights. These are kind of a, I guess, kind of an off-white color, not xenon, not, you know, the old xenon, but kind of an off-white color, I guess. As far as I'm aware, the hydraulics here at the back are controllable as well, but I haven't tested it or anything. As far as I know, the front 3-point or the you know, the attachers and the stuff are movable or something. Oh. So yeah, the bed comes down, empties. I think that's probably as good as you could probably get that animation. I don't think he could have done it any better than that. So you have your wheat unload point here. Right, so that's that one. We should be able to manually unload this as well. There we go. Okay, that's empty. Alright, let's go back up and we'll get the manure spreader version. So yeah, there's some, you know, a few little issues there that obviously needs to be addressed. But, you know, it is a beta and it is work in progress and, you know, it's not done. So once again, you have your interactive control here. He's added a lot of stuff in this particular build, but, you know, he may be adding more stuff as you know, time goes on. Whoa! Holy crap! Oh my god. Woo! So we shall get the manure spreader version. Oh! What the hell? Right, so in order to put the manure spreader thingy on it, you have to have the bed, you know, installed, right? And then you get the manure. So it's this section here, right? You get that. So you will obviously then reverse and attach the manure spreader section to the bed. My bad driving notwithstanding, of course. There we go. Right, so that's that. So it attaches to the back. I can hit. Yeah, I can do F12 now and fill this with manure. Give me 1 second there, guys. Excuse me. I don't have the right one selected. That's it there. So, there we go. Now we can fill it. Manure. Manure. Fill. I haven't tested this with lime or anything like that. I don't know if it spreads anything else. We can test it. I believe the working width of this is 4 meters. Okay. You can do the double application rate as well. You know, the usual stuff. So yeah, it's a 4 meter working width. Okay. You can turn off the double application there. So with 2,500 liters, you're not going to excuse me. You know, you're not going to get a huge amount of the field done. You know, so you will have to, you know, refill it or use F12 to you know. But anyone with a little bit of knowledge can modify the XML. You know, it's set at 2,500 liters, but obviously, if you have some bit of you know, XML knowledge, you can change that to whatever capacity you want, basically. I don't know if this works. Yeah, it doesn't work. Okay. So it is, as far as I'm aware, it is only a manure spreader, but I do want to check lime. Let's try the lime. So she doesn't spread lime. Could be an argument made that maybe, GG, how are you? How are things? Thank you for tuning in. How are things? Yeah. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate that. Thank you all very much for tuning in, everyone. I do appreciate that. So yeah, you could make an argument that maybe we could add lime, excuse me, lime spreading via the manure here. You know, I think you could make that argument to add that feature. But it is not in this current build of the mod. I don't know if it does anything else. It's not going to do solid fertilizer. Excuse me. It certainly won't do wheat. No. Oh. You idiot. No. Yeah, so it's basically just a manure spreader. Okay. To kind of get the idea. Yeah, I'll talk to my game team about adding lime support to this. Okay. So we will detach the okay. She's kind of stuck on there a little bit. Let's empty this again. Okay. And we'll move on to the next one. So once again, my friends, please do remember this is all kind of, you know, beta testing, work in progress, you know. What you're seeing here is not the final product, as they say. So we have the fertilizer spreader. Now this should do solid and lime. As far as I know it does. Wouldn't be too bad if my my throat. I'm getting a lot of I don't know what it is, but getting a lot of coughing in the last number of weeks. You know, don't know if it's old age or whatever. I don't know. I haven't gone to my doctor about it or anything, but yeah, coughing a lot the last number of weeks. Right, lime. No, I've got the wrong bloody thing selected. Right, so I've got the fertilizer spreader selected, look, and that only holds like 1 liter. You have to select the bed, okay? And now you can fill it, look. Solid fertilizer. Alright, there we go. Oh, Jesus, this is 42 meter. Holy shit. Woo. Okay, there you go. There you go. Yeah, that's a 42 meter working width there on the fert spreader. Solid. So once again, you should be able to if I can press the right button, Richard. See, she goes to 36, and then she goes to 30, 21. 18, 15, and then back to 42. So there you go. That's your fertilizer spreader. You should get a. You're going to get a lot done with this. 42 meters is pretty damn good. Okay. So that's that one there. Now we shall switch over to lime. Where is lime? I wonder will it spread road salt? Yeah, I wonder if road salt would be like a thing maybe we should add with this thing. What do you guys think? We add road salt to this? It should take care of your snow situation pretty damn quickly if you had a 42 meter road salt spreader. So yeah, there's your lime. Okay, so that works fine. All right, that didn't last very quickly, but you know it is lime. You know the usage rate of lime is very fast. Road salt. I don't think this will work, but no, it doesn't work. Yeah, might be something we could consider. You know, adding road salt, spread road salt. So once again, this is a he's using base game stuff. Yeah, look at that. I'm getting stuck again. What is going on with this thing? Yeah, I'm stuck again. There is something going on with the collisions on this thing. Absolutely. So I'm trying to move out of the way here, look, and I'm just literally just stuck. Right. Just give me 1 second here. Right, so that is the fertilizer spreader. It's the I think it's made up of base game assets as well. You know, this rear section is you know, the sprayer part of it is from another mod, that type of thing, you know. So he kind of, you know, he used a lot of base game assets, but he's kind of, I don't know if chopped up is the word, but he's used different pieces of base game mods and that type of thing. And he's done some Blender work as well on top of that. What else do we have in this thing? So we showed that. So we have the slurry tanker is next. Gonna have to take off the bed for this. Okay. The mod that you're seeing here, the truck, that's another My Game Steam mod here. See this truck here? So this is the Mercedes-Benz, the LP608. This is available from mods.mygamesteam.com. This is a multi-purpose, multifunctional truck, numerous different bed options, that type of thing, you know. Logging, animals, you know. I've done reviews on it, so check out one of the other videos. Right, so that's the slurry tanker there. 2,500 liters, I think, on this as well. I believe 3,500 actually. Look. Okay. Don't know what the working width of this thing is. We'll check it out. I'm not quite sure what the width of this is. I'll have to look it up maybe. Does it say what the width of this thing is? It's 15 meters and 9 mph. So there you go. So yeah, that is your slurry version. Oh, they've got the sounds and everything like that, and the discharge. Alrighty. So that's kind of that one there. So that is the slurry version. And then you have the front loader attacher, which should be self-explanatory. So it's a modified version of one of the base game front loader attachers. 60 horsepower. We kind of tuned it and modified it to you know, to kind of work with the Xylon here, you know. So I guess you know, we're looking at other ideas, implements that we could put on the back of this thing. I had an idea for another tool, a rear winch, you know, as a, you know, a module type thing, you know. So you know, you would obviously, you know, reverse back and attach a winch. So that was an idea I had. I'm not entirely sure what else we could potentially put on the back of this thing. Yeah, I'm sure other people might have their own ideas for crane arms or that type of thing, you know, but you know, I think for version 1.1, you know, we've added quite a bit to the, you know, to the overall pack. So we, you know, a lot has been done to the interior as well. A lot more IC functionality has been built into this thing, you know. A few more little bits and pieces to do. So yeah, I'm going to have to talk to my games about the collisions. There's something weird going on with the collisions on this thing. It seems to be with attachments. You put the attachments on it. So each attachment has its own collision mask, you know. So that could be causing some kind of issues. But as I said, my friend, what you're seeing here is all... Yeah, look, I'm stuck again. Ugh. What is causing that? As I said, my friends, what you're seeing is very much work in progress. So all these little issues will be fixed and ironed out before the, the kind of the final public version, as it were. So if we go back to the farm here, my friends. So we have the chicken pen, the chicken coop. So as I said, we have this spawn area here. 12 pallets will spawn. If you have the Gaming Joy mod, they'll stack, I don't know, was it 3 high, 25 high, whatever it is. That type of thing. So, yeah, we need to put a snow mask on the roof. We need to put a clear area here for the to prevent any snow from accumulating around this area here and at the spawn point. As I said, this is all kind of a work in progress. What else do we have, my friends? There was another mod that I wanted to show, but I don't think I loaded it in. Do I not have the defender? Where is my defender? Where is the oh, there it is, you idiot. I forgot to load it in. Right, let's do that again. Let's get the defender going. I want to take a look at the defender. So this is another My Game Steam mod. He's got like over 300 mods, but I haven't used all of them or looked at them, that type of thing. Gaming Joy was live streaming last night on YouTube, and oh shit, and I wanted to take a look at it. So let's take a look at the defender, shall we? I haven't seen this or used this mod before myself. What the hell is it? Where the what the hell is going on? Where's the defender? A second. Where in God's name is that bloody thing? Didn't I just load that in? I don't know. I don't see it. Do you? I don't know. What the hell is going on there? Where is that bloody mod? So here it is. Look. Land Rover Defender. Is it not loading in? Let's take a look at the log here quickly just to see if there's something going on. No, that's fine. Well, you look at that. I've obviously screwed up the XML. Look, so the XML is not loading in. Look, see that? Bloody thing, you idiot. I wonder, can I quickly fix that? Son of a bitch. You know what? Screw it. I'll leave it, and I'll fix it offline. So yeah, the defender is not loading in, but the Xylon is fine, and the coupe is fine. Yeah, you might as well delete the mod I sent you earlier, and Gaming Joy as well. I don't think he's not going to be able to load that bloody thing in. Although he might be able to fix it himself. He's quite intelligent. Right, what else do we have? Do we have anything else? The LSFM mod pack. Do you want to take a look at this thing? So this has been out for quite a while. So this is LSFM. Um, they have a mod pack. This is version 1.009. Basically, it's modified base game equipment, but he's done a very good job with it. He's taken like the tankers and that type of thing, and he's added different options and new decals and new functionality to them. Um, it is a very very nice pack of kind of a tanker mods. It's very complete as well. You've got all the various kind of things here as well. And you've got placeables as well, as far as I'm aware. You've got the man truck and you've got the IT runner stuff and that type of thing. So it's a very complete kind of pack. I'm not quite sure if there's any placeables with that. Let's just quickly see if there's anything in the placeable sections. So we've got the pumps and hoses. That's not it. Factories, selling points, greenhouses. So I don't know if there's any placeables with that pack. What else do we have? We've got this Husqvarna that came out on the mod hub. This riding lawnmower thingy. I'm not sure who did this. I think it was Agratonho? I don't know. Michelin, BKT, Nokian, Bredstein. No white tires or anything. Standard stuff, really. Bank model. You change the seat. It's kind of a standard, and that's kind of a more, I don't know, if you've got back problems, I guess. Should be under containers. Yeah, that's probably where it is, Tony. Yeah, you can change you can put a bumper on it. I don't know, I mean, I suppose if you're a bad driver like myself, you may want the bumper on this thing. Main color, the usual stuff that you would expect. And then the design color. And then you get this little thingy here. Up to 4,000, which isn't bad. No beeper on it. That's interesting. I'd have expected a beeper with this for some reason. I don't know why. So you hook up to it, obviously. Only one stage of lights. So I don't know if you've noticed it, but there's an LCD readout on this thing, but it's not animated, it doesn't move. Look, it just says 0. Is it 0.0? Or is it moving? No, that is not moving. That just says 0.0. So that little display, the for the speedometer, I guess, that doesn't work. I wonder if that's intentional or if that's a bug. I wonder if that's a bug. Buy a chip. Got the little exhaust there at the front. Not a bad 3D model. We need to lower this, I guess, and turn it on. Why is this not cutting? Why do I not hear any blades spinning or anything? I own this field, right? I do. Lower pickup. Turn on loading wagon. Is it probably supposed to be an hour? Oh, an hour meter. Oh, right. Okay. So it's not a speedometer at all. Okay. Why is this not cutting grass? What am I not doing right here? What other features are on this thing? There seems to be some kind of Okay, what are these? It is on, look. Turn on more. Loading wagon. Hold on a second. Oh, you idiot. I have to stick. Oh, god damn it. Oh, I see. Wait. Now what am I doing? Ah, you idiot. There we go. Okay. One second. What is going on here? So if I lift that up, it's put grass on the ground. If I lower it, okay. So you have to lower both of the implements for it to pick up the grass. It's quite speedy as well. Look. Now if I go back over the grass that I missed, will it pick it up again? Oh, it does. Look. Oh, nice. That is not too bad. Certainly seen worse than that. Yeah, it's not bad. Good turning radius, you know. Now I think I can empty this as far as I'm aware. Can you unload this? Can look. Ooh. Ooh. Not the fastest unloading speed, but it's alright. Now, can I pick it back up again, I wonder? Let's see, can I pick it all back up again? I can, look. Okay. That's not bad. So there you go. That's on the mod hub for all platforms as far as I'm aware. Yeah, Husqvarna. Not a bad little machine. Ah, I see. So you can should be able to operate this manually, I guess. Not too bad, not too shabby. It's a little bit basic, I guess, but you know, it's not bad. You know, you kind of have to work with within console limitations, I guess. You know. Yeah, she's not bad at all. So yeah, that's on the mod up. That's the Husqvarna. Um, obviously we have the Oxbow DLC. I don't know if I'm going to actually look at this today, my friends. I think that I might do that as a kind of a separate stream, I guess. I guess I'll quickly show off some of the new stuff. So this is the Defend Katana pack. Um, working on some new stuff with this. Working on some new options for the Kemper 400F here as well. So, for example, my friends, we have a new option here for the bumper design. So basically you have design 1, you have design 2, and you have design 3. Look at that one, look. So that's brand new there, look. Come down here to the bumper decals. You can change the bumper decal from that to that. All right. So we have this brand new design, I guess, for the 400F. And then, of course, you can put it back. So, you know, we are working on an update to the Kemper, or not the Kemper, but the Katana pack here. Added a beacon light to the trailer here at the back. Okay, so kind of doing things over time. So I guess one of the things I want to show is kind of this new thing here. So we've added these. These are beta state, I guess. These are not done, and you'll see kind of these are kind of test fit type things. You know, they're not properly done. They're just kind of there just to demonstrate that it works, I guess. You know, to check the XML and make sure that the scripting is done right. So eventually, these cutter knives here will be kind of a new shop option. So the hosing here will have to be done from scratch. The frame that attaches to the cutter knives here to the the Spartan 700 will have to be built from scratch. But this is kind of like a test fit type thing, just to demonstrate that it works. So these side cutter knives are a real world thing. But unfortunately, in game, they have no actual functionality. They're purely cosmetic visual, but they do work. So you've got these knives here, these side cutting knives, and there's an animation obviously with that. Look. So eventually these will be a like a shop option, and once we kind of get it all kind of fine tuned. But what you would do is they are mostly in the real world. They would be designed for maize crops, that type of thing. But in game, they have no practical functionality. So that thing is just spitting out, and nothing is there's nothing being put on the ground or anything. That's the manual pipe control that's in this particular mod here. You can actually manually adjust the pipe to any way you want it. I've got the camera mod installed as far as I'm aware. Try to demonstrate this. Excuse me. So yeah, you've got the pipe here, you can change with the camera pipe view. You can go up and down and whatever. So the angle would change and that type of thing. So yeah, that's kind of one of the mods. So this is a PC only mod as far as I'm aware, this camera thing. Yeah, so that's we've got that kind of installed in the mod here as well. So yeah, that's something that we're working on, is to we're going to be adding some new features and functions to the Katana 850 pack here. But it's very early days though, that type of thing. We will be adding kind of more stuff over time as we kind of move on. And I think that's probably it. I really don't have other stuff. I've got some mods that I kind of wanted to look at privately and that type of thing. I've been doing a little bit of work on the Chrome Big M500 here from my game Steam. But I think we're going to leave that bad boy for another time, I think. So yeah, there you go, my friends. I think that's kind of everything from me today. It's a bit of a shorter stream for me, a bit of an impromptu stream. But yeah, so you got an opportunity to look at a couple of mods that my game Steam is working on. You've got the updated version of the Fence Xylon pack, which will be a Patreon exclusive, and then we have got that modern chicken animal husbandry coop thingy, chicken coop that we're working on as well. That'll be a public mod available for everyone for free. And yeah, just give kind of people an opportunity to kind of see what we're working on and that type of thing. So, my friends, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. We have been streaming now for an hour and 31 minutes. That was longer than I thought, actually. So, my friends, I'm going to say thank you all very well. Thank you all very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. And yeah, God willing, we shall see you again in the next one, whenever that may be. I do not have any set, schedule or schedule. I just kind of pop up, I guess, on your feed whenever I stream. That type of thing. All right, my friends, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Take care. Bye bye.